on the inside.
You can
56 degrees.
my back. You can show me how the odds are up against me all day long. But I've been through the fire and come out alive, and there's no more fear in my eyes.
Alright guys, Nate Rebel Liners. Out here in our 365/16 Wolfpack Platinum today. In the master bedroom, dealing with the mattress that so far, from what I see, nobody's overly impressed with. It's not only a really odd size when you get into camper mattresses. We have found this particular mattress, which I will cite in the listing of what it was, to be a very odd size. Difficult finding bedding and not a very comfortable mattress. It's in a protective thing, it's rather thin. And we are putting in the Thomas Payne. And we'll show you what that's like. Alright, so it comes in a box that looks like this. It's kind of like that new age mattress stuff, because it's all rolled up and like shrunk tight. Here's your short queen, they call it. Again, I'm looking for the measurements on the box. 9 inches of foam, it claims. A lot of good ratings on this Thomas Payne. Top layer is 1 inch, 2.2 pound memory foam. 6-month compression guarantee, and the measurement is 60 by 75 by 10. So this is going to fit, it's actually going to be a little smaller than what we have in there, and we do have reason to believe that it's going to fit our bedding the way it used to. Like I said, it's all stuck down into this package that we cut open. It'll come out, and we'll show you that here in a second. Alright. We got our mattress in here, and like I said, it's packed pretty tight. There are no instructions with it. And it just can't be rocket science. It looks like it's got maybe a fuel point somewhere here. And I'm just going to tear it open. My better judgment tells me to probably not use a knife. I may regret the knife. So I'm going to take it by hand as far as I can. I don't know what this thing's going to do. Alright. Looks like it's going to roll out. I'm assuming that's the side that goes up. So we're going to go over some measurements and stuff here. Here's the old mattress, and I'll be honest with you, I'm pissed. It ripped coming out. Not just the protector, the mattress itself physically ripped. And I gotta be honest with you, it's worse than I even thought of this. This thing is so cheap. There's nothing to that mattress. It is cheap. I mean, that is paper thin. The Thomas Payne is extremely comfortable. We had a really hard time though deciding what size we needed for this mattress. And I'll show you here in a second my findings, but you could see that this mattress could have been bigger. But from what we see in the measurements, the next mattress bigger would have had this shoved up all the way. Okay, the measurement from side to side, which I'll give in a second. But the other mattress would have stopped here at like 72 or 73 inches wide. It also would have been 5 inches longer at 80 some inches way out here. I mean, we're not big people, but this is already tight. So this was the only mattress that I could find that would fit in this hole right. I may actually trim this wood down underneath. There is really absolutely nothing to it. Like everything else in the campers. It's just one by pine, for cripe's sakes. I'm thinking of bringing this whole edge in. It would give us more room on the sides too. The existing mattress was an extremely strange size, which we're going to go measure. The new mattress measures 60 by 75. The next mattress up from this was 72 or 73 wide, which would crunch it. You'd never get to that bottom underneath their shelf, all the way against it, and bring it out another 4 to 5 inches out here. And like I said, this is tight now. I could walk through here normal right now, but if that was out another, say, 4 to 5 inches, depending on how the mattress sits on the bed properly or not, that would be pretty miserable. I mean, you're talking, that would be another 4 inches out right there. As I walk by, I hit the tape measure. So, rather interesting. Odd mattress sizes in campers. I'm glad we went with the smaller one. I originally was wondering if I had some regrets. But this is the same size we had in our last camper. You know, my wife's not big. We have plenty of room with this still. This is a lot of mattress. And it is super comfortable. You just sink right into this bad boy. It's awesome. So, it is what it is. I'll let you know whether I actually cut these sides down or not. I think I'm going to. I'm picky. I may just cut the first half and stop at the seam right here and leave that out. Maybe paint that black. You could set your phone there on that side if you wanted to, or other things. And because that side don't really have a nightstand. And I'll trim them both in, and I'll figure out that measurement here shortly. But I definitely got wood that I could trim off this if I so choose to. So I decided I'm cutting it. You can already see that the shock board here already needs support anyhow. The bed ain't even touching it. You can see it's twisted a little bit. I wanted to fix that anyhow. And at this point, I'm saying, you know what? Real simple. In one of my other videos, I showed you about struts. It's real easy. Take a flathead screwdriver. I'm going to pop both struts off so they drop down. I'm going to lay the wood back down. It's got 2 simple, cheap hinges on it. I'm going to take the Phillips screws out. I'm going to take this whole piece right in the shop. I'm going to take 2.5 inches off each side of it. Put the plastic back on the sides. It's already there and coming off in one spot anyhow, as you can see. Okay, and we'll see what happens. So there it is out of the camper, exactly what I said. A total 4 Phillips screws out of the hinge, leaving the hinge attached to the bed. Pop the shocks off, or the struts off real quick, and voila, it's off. And you can see that piece of wood's torqued from the shocks. I'm going to remove the plastic trim, remove the outside, the plastic trim, and remove the outside piece. I'm going to cut this to where it's going to bring this in 2.5 inches on each side, and put it back in the camper, and voila, that's the plan. As I presumed, the board came right off. It had 2 long screws only in the board with the shock support. The rest were all large staples. All I'm doing is pounding the staples out on a workbench so they're out of my way, and I plan to use screws. So I just made 2 blocks for each side and brought them in. You see cardboard there because I stained it, and I just don't want the stain leaking into the bed. It's mostly dry, but I'm just being careful so my wife doesn't kill me. But that's the final touch. It keeps the mattress held in place. And again, you see some cardboard there just so the stain doesn't get in the bed, but it looks really good. And I did do both sides. Came out super sharp. And what I like about it is it doesn't allow that mattress to move around. And we got lots of storage on the sides. And you can see how nice this mattress fits on the bed frame that I cut. And if we come over here and we lift it up, you will see there's no more stress in this board with the shock anymore. It's got some really good screws in it, and that's all I did was just take this piece off, cut these down just under 2.5 inches, and you could see again there's plenty of room to do so. I mean, it still hangs off the side, and there was plenty of room to do it. So I'm really happy with the way it came out. And the block's just perfect. Holds that bed in there nice and snug, but you can still get it out easily if you wanted to change the mattress or the sheeting. And man, I'm happy with that. It looks good too. I mean, you'd never know coming into this camper. And that other mattress would have been another 5 inches out. 5 inches out. Okay? And you can see the distance between here now. And it would have been 72 wide. And from this point right here to the shelf over here, that mattress actually would have been jammed in there. It would have been the short king, would have been the next closest size. It would have been somewhere in this area right here, jammed all the way over. So I'm really happy with my decision after all. Like I said, it fits it so much nicer. I even gained a little over 2 inches on this side to walk through here now, because that was tight as it could be. I mean, if you look, it would have been sticking out where that piece is there, right there on the second portion of the bed. It would have been sticking all the way out to there. So I gained all of this, but all the way out here. That's a tight spot. So happy with the decision. All right. So we slept for our first time in our brand new Thomas Payne Short Queen mattress and our 365 Wolfpack. And let me tell you what a difference in sleep with this mattress compared to the junk that had come with it. We are extremely happy. Please hit subscribe in the bottom right hand corner. It helps out greatly. And we look forward to seeing you again here at Rebel Liners. Till we meet again.